Alright, it was The Cost of Becoming a Brand by Tommy F&G.
And slowly worked his way up to be the face of YouTube. People have been saying he
Oh shit.
ever since Mr. Beast blew up in 2020 and slowly worked his way up to be the
Yo, what happened to Meat Canyon, boy? I remember when, like, when he dropped a video, that shit used to be everywhere.
YouTube. People have been saying he altered the way YouTube completely works, or he quote-unquote ruined YouTube. Everything became about pop-up text and crazy CGI visual effects in a video.
If I can give you black money to spend, like, big money shit, boy.
If you don't have the budget to burn a man alive, then you might as well hit the door because you're not gonna make it and you're
The video was crazy, boy. That motherfucker literally put a man in a fucking burning house, boy, and told him to escape for us.
Working as one of Mr. Beast's editors to fulfill his empire. Even Mr. Beast himself admits all the time that he completely changed the fabric of YouTube. Because of that, last year he started changing his video styles to be more slower and comfortable to watch, while also tweeting out at other creators to stop doing that type of overstimulating.
I ain't gonna lie, I used to, like, the only Mr. Beast videos I watched is do like flights and fucking when Flight be doing the reactions and shit to that shit. Otherwise I don't watch it, but I fuck with his videos now. It's like interesting concepts, you know, like concepts you can only do if you Mr. Beast, like you have the budget and shit, and it's fire videos. Surviving on an island for 7 days, surviving like just random shit, boy, it's fire.
But the damage from that has already been done. Now I'm gonna be honest, while he did impact YouTube to be in that type of format and creators out there still follow it, people saying nowadays that authentic creators no longer happen because of Mr. Beast are completely wrong. I mean, come on. You're watching me. Yes, I'm glazing myself. I will say come-ups with someone like Queso, for example, are a perfect example of how they still happen. Only 3 years ago was he streaming out a 2 megabyte Wi-Fi setup, and now he gets 50 to 60,000 viewers every time he streams. And someone like Speed, who literally sat at his desk like a classic 2010s YouTuber raging at games and shit. I think the thing that really changes creators is when they turn from a creator to a full-on brand. And someone I've been hearing people say that a lot about nowadays is Kai Cenat. As someone who started seeing Kai a couple of years back, I think even the biggest Kai Cenat
I don't say Kai Cenat is a brand, boy.
fans will tell you.
You still got that, like, people still watch Kai for his personality, you know, for Kai. I don't just... Yeah, see, I don't think Kai is a
He's
brand.
completely changed the way he acts on camera. Down to the
He
joke.
gets a lot of brands and shit. But just... He doesn't change to get brands, you know.
Jokes he'll make and what he even does on stream is totally different. And look, just to get this out the way, I'm not some big Kai Cenat hater fan page that shits on everything he does. Like, I remember when they were trying to cancel him for not building a school in Nigeria because he said he was gonna do it. Acting like a school gets built in a couple months. This is in the middle of a village in Africa. Not to mention the amount of forms you would have to get signed off from the government, and also it's out of the country as well. But you could tell.
I don't think it is. The school that is the place he built in is like literally in the middle of Lagos, I think, bruh. It's on a fucking river, some shit. That shit is not in the village, bruh.
Gets built in a couple months. This is in the middle of a village in Africa.
It is gonna take a while because you have to get the. It's literally in the middle of one of the biggest gullies, one of the biggest slums in Lagos. So it's gonna take all the time for all the resources to get there, but it's not in a village like this. This motherfucker got Africa and automatically assume it's a
Not to
village,
mention
boy.
the amount of forms you would have to get signed off from the government, and also it's out of the country as well. But you could tell as he started climbing to the top of Twitch, he had this thing happen, which happened to Mr. Beast, turning yourself into a brand, therefore having to hold back things you used to do. And the problem with this specifically as a creator is because people see your come up and how you used to act. Then when they see you kind of pulling back on it or afraid to be like that, it feels like a betrayal to the people that used to watch you. I would
Ain't this motherfucker like, I think Kai is like 2-3 years older than me, bro. Motherfucker, I'm not acting the same way I acted a year ago. Motherfuckers expect you to act the same way for, bruh, 20, the years 22, 25, you changing every fucking week, how you expect you to act the same way that he acted back then, bruh? Come on, bruh. That's the same thing with music. How you expect the artist to keep doing the same shit over and over again, bruh? Unless you like a industry plant where everything is given to you. Now artists changes over time, bruh. That's why sound is gonna evolve. It's gonna be different, bruh. That's the whole point, bruh.
Compare perfectly to a creator and a music artist. A music artist can pull this off because they're signed to a label and usually come out polished to how the label already wants them. Meanwhile, with
that's a plant, bruh. That's not a proper artist. Proper artist just uses the label's resources and shit to put their shit out there to get more exposure. That's the whole point of a label. If you getting everything from a label, writers, fucking producers, fucking the way you sing it, reference track and everything like that, you are plants, I say.
the creator, people see the change happen over time. There's a ton of TikTok edits of Kai from that time and people saying they miss him before he changed. And now because he's changed over time, it's made a whole new meme of people pretending to be Kai's viewers, basically saying they're the most parasocial people on the planet.
Bro, what are you doing?
Kai's talking.
Bro, when did you start watching Kai Cenat?
Well, it's not just Kai. Drewski's there too, and Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck be watching these motherfuckers sleep. You're on some real shit that's weird as fuck, boy. I won't lie to you. I will never get that shit about Twitch and shit. How the fuck I watch other people sleep and shit? That's kind of crazy.
Also, his subathon did not help the narrative because people started calling it the Begathon halfway through.
Shit was
Kinda
crazy,
set up like
boy.
a TikTok
Shit funny
live
as
streamer
fuck.
when he was sleeping, where if you gifted subs, stuff would happen to him. Not no prank him John type of stuff, but regular things. And to reach the goal, he probably did have to do stuff like this. It's 1 million Twitch subs, but the clips just
look absolutely atrocious.
In the first 30 minutes of me taking a shower, it is called Dirty 30. Where while I'm in the shower, if you guys sub up, you guys can make me more dirty.
I'm sorry, what?
I believe so.
Wait, but how can somebody upgrade you though? That's my question. How do you earn upgrades?
They can get up to 500 gifted in the next 30 minutes.
This is crazy, boy.
530? God damn!
me personally, I noticed the difference though between this subathon versus his others. Is this one was a lot more corporate and focused on hitting the goal mainly. Like he had a ton of A-list celebs coming through, Kim Kardashian, Selena Gomez, etc. And I noticed when you reach that point to people where you as a
Yeah, see, this is the thing where I'm like, it's just literally just to get the big names on, bro. I remember when you first started getting celebrities on this shit, you would know. Like when motherfuckers come to this shit, you'll see clips of that shit everywhere on Instagram shit. And I wasn't even tapped into all of this Twitch shit with Kai, and I was just watching YouTube videos, you know what I'm saying, like reactions on YouTube and shit of them, bruh. I would still see the clips of like what's like the blue face shit, and then when Kevin Hart came on that shit for the first time, she was crazy. Drewski came on that shit, was crazy. Like when that shit first started, but now you don't know who come in when someone's coming, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just they just show up just to show up, just to promote something. It's becoming like the fucking late night shows, bro.
And are with these huge people, you don't feel as authentic to them, and they know you're gonna have to hold back things to reach that point. There was also a lot of celebs coming through and using Kai's platform just to promote their and dip. Mariah Carey literally showed up for 30 minutes to promote her album and left, compared to Kai having a full sleep
Mariah Carey still making music, boy. Ain't no fucking way.
stream with Drewski and Kevin Hart, where
See,
they
this was fire.
both actually cared about giving good content. That's what people actually liked about Kai in the past when he started doing this. Him bringing celebs on stream who don't just want a free promo. I understand too though that people change and sometimes that's not who they are anymore. But there's a difference between growth versus changing yourself to make sure your brain is 100% neat. Another way you could tell a creator is kind of focused more on their brand and less about authenticity is the way they approach certain political issues. This should be clear. I'm not saying every creator has to talk about every little political issue going on, but it could.
When I get on this level with my music and shit, I'm gonna stand on it, bro. Fuck politics, fuck everyone. I don't give a fuck who you are, what president or whatever the fuck you are. Fuck you. On some real shit, bro. I don't give a fuck about no politics, bro. On some real shit, but don't ask me about it and don't tell me about it. Then. I don't give a fuck, bruh.
Indicator for people has been how creators approach the topic of Palestine. At this
This
point,
shit,
Palestine is
this shit is the most pointless thing on this planet, bruh. No matter which side or whatever the fuck you are, say everyone got their own agenda, and the agenda is not real shit. Like say they don't speak about real shit, about motherfuckers suffering on this earth. Like say motherfuckers just wanna push their own fucking shit. Like say fuck you and your politics. Like say I don't give a fuck. Like say
gotta be like a 95% to 5% issue on how people feel about it. A majority of countries agree how the Israeli government is and has straight up admitted they're ethnically cleansing Palestinians, except of course the United States of America. By the way, in the time you've been watching this video, they've made $37,000 and $43,000 off your tax dollars. So in the name of freedom, this is a small sacrifice you must accept. People dying in America, we gotta give it to Israel so they get free universal healthcare. And people have been really getting on Mr. Beast for not saying
innocent people dying because of the way two old motherfuckers feel about each other. How does that make sense? Innocent people are losing their lives, bruh, on some real shit. What the fuck is
anything
what the fuck is the
you know,
point?
as the internet charity guy who gives money to impoverished people all over the world, it was kind of expected by his audience to happen. He don't even got
See, this I respect Mr. Beast more than politicians, like, because he actually doing something. He actually going in and helping people, like, on some real shit, boy.
To impoverished people all over the world. It was kind of expected by his audience to happen. He don't even gotta say nothing for real. He could just have a little donation next to all the donations he's done. But as of now, he hasn't done it. And there was also this stream last month where Mr.
But this shit was weird as fuck, though. I think Mr. Beast, like, he seemed like he did it for like a good reason, for like he actually cared about it. But all these other motherfuckers who you got on the stream were trying to force donations and shit, bro. That shit was the weird part. This motherfucker Eden Ross, all these other motherfuckers, XQC, all these weird motherfuckers, they don't give a fuck about the charity. They just wanna use it as a way to gain public fucking gain cool points with the public, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then we're trying to force calling motherfuckers on stream, and they don't know what they donating to, so they're gonna say no, and now all of a sudden they the bad guy, bro. That whole shit was weird as fuck to me, bro.
He was doing a charity with Aiden Ross and XQC where Free Palestine gets said, and he's dead silent and kind of looks like he's held back by something.
Okay. I didn't mean to scream at you.
Free Palestine.
What'd you say?
Dr. McNugget.
You just know a million.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, bro. He just said that shit just to get a reaction, bro. Just to shit I don't fuck with that at all, bro. That shit weird as fuck to me.
He thought of the worst. Feastables being yanked off 7-Eleven shelves. His channel getting banned by the Trump censorship hammer for teaching kids wokeness. My prediction is he had talks with his team and they probably told him not to do it because it's too politically charged to say anything. But for people saying it's because
don't even get me started on the woke shit. Like, they took the word and changed the whole fucking meaning. Like, you know what the fucking the actual meaning of woke is. Like, none of this, whatever the fuck Americans be doing, saying that shit is.
Doesn't mention politics. Mr. Beast donated $150,000 to organizations when the BLM protests were going on, and also said Black Lives Matter, which is a political movement. So I'm not sure how much that excuse can be used. I'm not even saying this to discount all the charitable things Mr. Beast has done and helped people, but now that his brand is bigger, he's definitely more reluctant to get into issues like this, as you can see. I guarantee too, when the conflict's over after like 5 or 10 years, he's gonna finally speak on it. I say it was an awful, terrible tragedy and everything, but when he gets asked on why he didn't speak about it in the time, he's just gonna say, well, I mean, you know, I just didn't know the facts at the time. This is like the go-to for every war that's happened, including in World War II. This is one of the biggest political issues in the world right now, and we're in the most connected time, so I don't know if people can get away with this anymore like they used to. It's also a problem with someone like Mr. Beast, where you become so big and are a brand yourself that you lose all personality and become soulless in a sense. I genuinely could not tell you the last time I've seen a real emotion from Mr. Beast on video. Actually, scratch that. I think I finally saw a little more coming back from him when he told XQC this on stream.
You like Feastables?
No.
Kill yourself.
Yeah. These kids don't know anything about Mr. Beast 6000. Imagine he's been keeping him dormant inside and he's slowly been making his way up to take over like a symbiote. One of the things that are different with creators compared to actors is creators have to have a personality to stick out and grow their audience. With actors, you get fed a script and show emotions of a random character on screen. So it doesn't matter if the actor actually has zero personality. Which is why when you lose that personality as a creator that people fell in love with, you start to disconnect with your audience. A good example of someone who I think does it well while changing themselves for the better is Speed. When Speed first started blowing up, he straight up
Speed had one of the craziest comebacks of I've ever seen ever, boy. You know how much shit this motherfucker went through, extra. He went from this clip, yeah, to his dick being shown and a whole bunch of other shit. Now this motherfucker, that Ronaldo donation changed his life. Or some real shit, boy. Then this motherfucker need to retire. Whoever sent that donation, bruh, that Cristiano Ronaldo donation. From there, bruh, he just went up and up and up and up, and it came with him growing up and shit, bruh, because he was young when all of this shit happened. Just maturing and shit. But shout out to Speed, boy.
got famous for ripping slurs and
He got a show doing pro shit with pro players and shit, Tom Brady and shit.
most wild he could for the clip. 2021 Speed was a different beast. I don't think someone could have a come up like he did in 2025 nowadays. Over time though, as he grew up and matured, he still kept the same energy and personality without all the wild he was doing. I'd assume he probably looks back at some clips and cringes at how he was acting. And with Speed, you don't normally see people complaining about Speed holding back for sponsorships compared to Mr. Beast or Kai, because he still feels authentic, just mature now. In a way, I do kinda understand why someone like Mr. Beast or Kai may hold back on saying certain things. For example, what I was saying with Mr. Beast in Palestine. He may be able to say it, but it could risk potentially losing sponsorships, meaning having to fire employees. And then that person's life is ruined over what he said. But if you chose that path where you want to grow your brand and there's now a risk of you having to be inauthentic, then people are gonna notice, and eventually it could lead to making things worse. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Let me know how much subs y'all are donating at my subathon this year to pass Kai's record. Follow me on Twitter.
Shout out to Tommy FNG, boy, for a video, even though I didn't really like agree to most what he was saying. Shit, still, you know what I'm saying? He was the vessel for me to talk. What the fuck? I just said he was the vessel for me to talk about what I had to say. I'm becoming intellectual slowly but surely, boy. Shout out to Tommy NFG, bruh. Keep doing that shit, bruh. Shout out to him for that video. Goddamn.